recorded, right?
Maybe one day, yeah, that output type, right? Yes, it was
Yeah,
missed.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I see some 18 orders created with the team.
Yeah. From last 2 days, we are connecting with each other and we are creating
Good.
orders and deliverables.
You guys has to make that. Let me see the delivery. How many you created? Good. At least some part has created. Okay. Now you are comfortable?
Yes, yes. But we were having some doubts. Okay? Today we were discussing, like when we joined, me and Sudha and Stani. Pricing procedure A17002. That automatically it will trigger, or how to do that? Like we are getting confused about that pricing procedure.
How pricing procedure is determined? Sales area plus document pricing procedure plus customer pricing procedure. This determines the pricing procedure. So sales area is fixed for you. I mean, whatever the you are creating, right? Basically. So document pricing procedure is also fixed. Again and again, you can't change the config. Correct? Only
Document pricing procedure is nothing but that standard order, OR.
Inside the OR, there is a control, right? Document pricing procedure. One or something was there, na? One or A, I don't remember. Another one is customer pricing procedure. In the customer pricing procedure, the BP master data, you can change 1 to 2 or whatever the value, A or B, okay? The corresponding, you have to maintain the pricing procedure, right?
Can you show that?
So, you are seeing my screen, right?
Yeah,
so, I'll go here. SPRO, SD, basic functions. Oh, sorry. Here, industry pricing procedure. Set pricing procedure determination. I'll go in display mode. Mine was AZ01, right?
Yes.
And AZ or ZA, I don't know, whatever. Okay, see here. I don't know. Assume divisions are same. Assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Same sales area. Document pricing procedure is AA. Here see customer pricing procedure they made it 2 and 1. For 1 it determines the A10002. If the
Can you show us where it is A and 2-1? We are getting confused about that. Where will be that option, Gopi?
The T code is VOV8. I don't want to tell you the T code. Okay. Start navigation so that you be comfortable. Okay. Don't learn the shortcuts now. Learn later. Under the sales document, sales document header is having a header. This is a header, right? It is there here. Say for example, this is VOV8 T code. I'll go. Got it here? Hello?
There will be many options, right? A, B, C. Can you click on that, Gopi, once?
Yeah, you can give whatever you want.
Okay.
A is standard, B plan. Free of
Got
charge.
it. Okay.
Generally, free of charge, there will be a separate document type.
Okay.
Not a OR. They don't use OR. For that, there is a document type. For that document type, they'll set it to C.
Okay.
Okay.
For OR, it is standard, so we have to mention A, right?
No, you can configure. You can make OR to C. Doesn't matter. But thing is, right, whatever standard SAP has given, you should not change in the standard document types. If you want, you create a Z document type, ZOR,
Okay, got
and
it, got it.
change accordingly. You should not change anything in the standard.
Okay.
Standard config, whatever they have provided, you should not change.
Is it like we cannot change it, or is it like we should not change it?
Two things I'll tell you. If it is config, we should not.
Your voice is breaking, Guppy.
Whatever, say, why there we should not change? See, there is no harm in changing, but the problem, right? If you want to create one more reference, see, if you keep this as a template, SAP's template, then you make multiple document types by copying this and change accordingly, so that you will not lose the originality of SAP provided. Assume if you change the the SAP's one only, then something happens, okay? If a person doesn't know the config or something, then you have to struggle a lot, right? SAP will not support. If you change their config, if you raise any ticket to SAP will say you have changed our configuration, then they'll charge more to support.
Gopi, sorry to interrupt here.
Mhm.
In my previous, company, how it was defined, assigned is, we were using that same document type, but by changing the item category, by default, the price price will be changed as, 0. So that way we used to process that free of cost sample order.
Okay, I'll tell you.
That also can be possible?
Yes, that is possible. See, multiple ways. This is a document level. That is one line item, you can make it free. Second line item, you will be charging. Say, for example, if you take idli.
Manually, we have to change each and every line, item category. If you change each and every line, by default price will be converted to 0.
I'll show where is that config also. 1 second.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. If it is, say, for example, in temple, prasadam is completely free. So whenever we create a document type, there is no need to charge anything for the temple prasadam, right? If they give pongal, if they give juice, if they give anything, everything line items are free. There is no charge. So you know that any institution or something, they are giving free. But whatever the scenario you are making is, say for example, if you purchase a saree, they'll give a cover or a bag as a free. Assume. Okay. So you'll put line item 10 as a saree. Line item saree cost is 1,000 rupees. Line item 20, a bag or cloth bag or whatever the bag, that is free. If you purchase 1,000 and above, that is free. What they'll do at that time, they'll go and change the item category. That is based on the volume of sales or whatever. So you can control there. You got that? Or you want me to explain?
Yes, for example, if we want to supply the material along with some minimum quantity sample, so we can use the same document. For example, one line, it is a material with price, and next line free of cost. So instead of processing 2 orders, we can use the same order, one cost, one material and a sample. Both can be supplied in the single order. That way it can be useful, yeah.
Correct. I said, right, if you go to hotel, idli is chargeable, but chutney is free. Correct, right? If you buy idli only, they'll give chutney. But you can't make a document type is free. That is only some things are free. See, another control I showed here, customer pricing procedure. You can change here also. See, you should always think India along in that state like that. So order type is at global level. That's the control is at the header level. This you can change. This master data you can change. But to change the config, you can't daily change. See, config, if you want to change, it's not so easy. How you just go to war, double click and change the data and save. In regular SAP projects, if you want to do a config change, then you have to move transports. Okay, the transports also will not be like you whenever you can't move. It will be like monthly once only. And also it requires all the justification. Why are you doing that? So people will not play around with that. SAP is this one. So customer master, anybody can, I mean, those who have access, they can directly go and change here. It's just a options. Okay, this is one to change. Okay, another one, you whatever you asked is, I said the TAN, right? So you know, right? TAN is the our
Yes,
item
can.
category.
Yeah.
Okay, just see here. It is relevant for billing. If you come here, pricing, double click, there is a pricing for free of goods. It means there will be a charge, but they'll make 100% discount. Or you don't want to make price at all? No pricing. You can choose this. If you want to give free, 100% discount is also fine, or no pricing. You will not calculate price for that. See, if you do no pricing, then you can't tell the customer that, right? I've given this much discount. What people does is they'll put chutney as 10 rupees, but we are giving it as free. 10 below that minus 10. That way, this is, if you see, okay, this is the control. Never ever change the standard. If you want to do, make it ZTAN and assign the item category in your program, I mean in the item category assignment, then you can change. See, here I just saw one line item. See, free of charge, right? There is already standard given. They made free of charges, no pricing. One is blank is no pricing. If you want to give a discount, I mean, both are same, right? Charging and then giving a discount. Based on your business case, you can change. You got that?
Okay.
Okay. Any other thing? Any other doubts? Sutan, you practiced?
Yes, Gopi, I was created some orders over there.
Okay. How about Sahil? First time Sahil?
Yeah, Gopi, actually, I have not fallen from last 4 to 5 days. I will like check the recording and then I will
Yeah.
practice.
See, one request. What you do, right? You interact with these three folks, okay? And start interacting with them. They'll also learn based on your doubts, and they will learn to tell you. Afterwards, you come to us. In the sense, like even if you directly reach out to me, also I'll tell. It's just like mutual benefit for you guys. Internally discuss so that you will understand what is their problem, and you will also learn from his mistake. For other three, I'm telling you. Okay.
Yeah.
First, you do that way. Afterwards, I am here to help always. You can reach out to me. So now I'll just
Gopi, can you provide us your number, Gopi? We don't have your number in case of any doubts. Now, in certain areas, if we are stuck, can we just text you on WhatsApp and ask you?
yeah, give me 1 or 2 days. I'll share that.
Okay.
So see now I'll just quickly show, because I know if I start explaining the control fields and all, you don't feel comfortable. I'll just show the complete flow till invoice. Okay, it doesn't take much time. Just I'll show so that you will feel okay. I completed one flow. Then I'll start explaining the further things. Okay, is that fine?
Okay, Gopi.
Yeah.
To create first order, you may take 1 hour. Okay, to create 100th order, you may take 1 minute. That is, it comes based on practice. Okay, so is it what was mine? 301? 311? I don't know. I don't know. I'll just check it. There is some final last step, finance error. Okay, now you don't have to worry. That finance, I need to set it up. 11 and it is ZAZD. Okay. Now see, This is the customer PO. Okay, it may be reference, but keep hearing that word customer PO. People will not say customer reference; they'll say customer PO. See, always debit and credit, right? If somebody is giving PO, that will become a sales order, correct? For the purchase order, there will be a sales order always. So this is customer PO. So generally it will be having number if they are using SAP, but here I'm just using test. I'm requesting today when it has to be delivered today. Okay, now hope you have seen the fields.
Yes, Gopi, we are checking all the fields and options.
See, if it is compiling like that, it showed right clear. It means somebody has changed the code or something. So that's why it is compiling. See, now just I'll show some things before I go. Go here, schedule line. I mean, option is double click on the line item, come here, but there is a shortcut. I asked on 11, one quantity. It is confirming on 11th only because we have a stock. So it is confirmed. Item availability. This is item availability. This button. Okay. If you don't understand the symbol, just place a cursor there. Item availability. This is availability check. See, availability check is what? I'm just telling at a high level.
Whether stock is available on the particular order date or not.
Whether we can fulfill that quantity on the requested delivery date. If not, propose a new type. See, if you go to any this one, right? Give an example. If you go to a hotel, if you ask for 1 or 2 meals, he'll give immediately, correct? If the stock is there. If you ask for 500 people, for will he give immediately? He says, sir, wait for 2 hours, I'll give you, right?
Yes.
So that within 2 hours, he has to procure the raw materials, he has to plan everything. Maybe he might have raw materials like rice and other things, but he has to get coriander, all these basic things which is required. Okay, that way. So system will check the availability, how availability works. Okay, I'll just show that. Okay, I mean, this is availability concept. I'll keep that session open. Just I want to show. Where is the availability control in SAP? I mean, material. It is based on material, correct? In sales are two.
As an
There is
SD consultant, we will be using more other than SD, is it, among the other modules of SAP?
Sorry, repeat your question. I didn't understand.
No, as a SD consultant, we would be using more than FICO or other modules of SAP, is it? So because for
See, material, if it is material I mean material master, right?
Yeah.
You're by looking at this material, you are asking this question, is it?
Yeah.
No, okay. Materially, see, generally material belongs to It doesn't mean that SD guys will not use. Ownership is okay, module. But there is a sales these three tabs, right? Generally in a big organizations, okay, they'll bifurcate, maintain the sales data by SD team or somebody. I mean, you give the inputs, we'll maintain on behalf of you. Basically, ownership for these three controls, right? These three tab belongs to SD only. Okay, like that. If you see plant data storage, that is Accounting is finance. WM is warehouse management, that is SAP WM consultant. MRP is also MRP. Two people uses. One is SAP that is procurement. Another one is production planning, PP. You heard of PP? Production planning.
Yeah.
That is used. But at least you should know our 3 tabs and little bit of 1 or 2 tabs, not everything. This is not MM. This is a master data.
Okay.
Master data is used by everybody, like a salt. Any dish you prepare, salt is the same, right? Common.
Yeah.
In that maybe pink salt, little deviation, but crystal salt, powder salt, or whatever. Okay. Now, this is the availability check control. In the material master, you will have this 0 to individual requirement. Individual requirement means for each individual material, they'll do. Daily requirement. ATP happens once in daily. Individual means at the time of creating a sales order, mine is individual order, correct? At that time, for that each order, it happens the ATP check. If you give daily requirement, whatever sales order you create, it will be created. But end of the day, there will be a job schedule that will do collectively. Okay, most of the case business uses individual, because if somebody, like if you want to buy a Boeing airplane, they can, another guy will not make daily, I mean, other 2 or 3 people will not give that Boeing airplane same model, right? So that's why they go to individual requirement, 99%. If KP no check, it means that no availability, just promise. A kind of a politicians, right? How they make false promise. Without checking also they'll say, next year I'll give you 15% hike. I mean, for government employees, they say, right? We'll give all the bonus, we'll give everything. During elections, they does that. But did they verify from the accounts department how much money they have left out for the next 5 years? No. Will they do that? No. Simply they'll do the false promise, right? That is no check. No availability checking. Simply I'm inviting my friends to home without checking whether milk is there to prepare tea. Okay, I'll simply invite 10 people, come, let's have tea in my house. I should check before that, right? Whether I have tea, sugar, tea powder and all, right? To provide a tea for them. This is just a no check. Okay. Now I'll explain one scenario called, this is a business scenario. Okay. In normal scenario, you keep hearing these words. Oh, I'm unable to type. Make to order, make to stock. You will hear this word, okay? Keep hearing. If you see make to, they call make to stock. Make to stock. By listening to these words, what we can understand? This is a
Make to order is something that we have already a standing PO from customer. And make to stock is something that now we are making just to maintain the inventory, which is for further sales.
Yes, you're 100% right. Just whatever, like make to stock. For example, if you want to give, take an example of Parle-G biscuit, okay? Parle-G business, that company uses make to stock scenario. Okay, simply they produce and keep it in their stock, because any order comes, immediately they want to deliver, because their shelf life is less. I mean, they want to deliver immediately. That business model is like that. The value is very negligible, the sales is high. Assume make to order Sudharani or Shahil, who is that? Shaheen is buying an ornament, a particular chain, particular design. It's not a generic design, a particular design to fit her ring or whatever, right? Finger. That is made to order. It's customized. Or what are the other examples you can give? One is gold chain and all people does, right? We'll give a order and then we'll get a delivery. Correct? That is the best example, especially in gold ornaments. People will go and give a PO and they'll choose what all they want with this much length, with this much design, this much gold, this much beads, everything. So you need to, what is that? Turnaround time to deliver the goods. Okay. Always what Sutan mentioned is absolutely right. Just I'll give you. This will be an interview question always. Make to order is always associated, that stock is associated with a sales order. Okay, it means a chain which Sudha or Shaheen ordered, they'll mention on the whatever on the cover or the box, Sudha or Shaheen. Correct? It is that stock is always associated with a PO or a sales order. That is stock on hand. That is always it will have a stock category E. I'll show that. For Parle-G, it is just they'll make 100 biscuit pack. Whichever shop asks, they'll just deliver. Correct? That is make to stock to just to maintain the inventory. And how they'll maintain inventory? Simply they can't produce 1 lakh pieces of biscuit. Always they have a planning. There is a planning system, APO. Based on the history of the sales, okay, they plan how much will be next month sales. Last 3 years data they'll take, they'll compare. Okay, plus or minus they'll make something. Okay, with all the weather conditions and all they'll check. Okay, they'll make based on that. That is, stock is not linked to sales order. It's just a based on the order that is. Based on the planning. Now, I'll just show in the material master. This is 0 to and. Now I'll come here. MRP is material requirement planning. Okay. This is important. This is actually PP guys does, but it's good to know. So that you will get to know the end to end. What is material requirement planning? How you plan to fulfill that goods. Material requirement planning. It is associated with the plant. Sales org is associated with the sales org tab. Sales org tab is associated with the sales org. MRP is associated with the plant. Just see the fields. Unit. The main concept here is MRP type. Can anyone tell me where did we use MRP type?
In pricing? In
Yes,
pricing?
Sudharani dropped her.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
mentioned in WhatsApp her like power cut.
Battery down.
So
Okay,
laptop.
fine. No, in case, one request. In case if I'm seeing the screen, you guys can put it in a WhatsApp and tell me. You interrupt me and say admit it because I am the host, right? If I forget to admit, somebody call out and say admit it. Okay. Now, Shaheen answered it is on pricing. Where did you use pricing? Okay, another guys, can you take a guess?
Evening master.
Mhm.
No.
So Shaheen probably got confused. I told pricing again and again. Just why I'm telling that how it is determined, it's just to memorize. Sales area plus document pricing procedure plus customer pricing procedure determines the pricing.
Yeah.
Here I asked for MRP type. MRP type is item category plus MRP type is equal to what?
Schedule line.
Yeah. Schedule like itinerary. Okay. Keep familiar on the fields. Okay. Don't take anything personal. I'm not here to point out that you don't know. I'm here to make you to learn that where is that. Okay. Don't take it personally.
No, no,
Okay.
Gopi.
When you do wrong, then only you'll remember.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now PD. Then these are all PPE fields. Okay. Lot per lot, order quantity. Even I don't know exactly how it does. This is PP configuration. Lot to lot manufacturing. Something is there. See, lot for lot, order quantity, fixed order quantity. So if you select this, there'll be 1,000 orders always, 1,000 quantity always, like that. And some things. Okay, this is not SD. Don't take. Just I want to make it familiar. If you want to make something. Okay, coming to do. Now, this is the important field which and PP differentiates. See, if you take a sweet, okay, we procure. I use the word we procure from a bakery, correct? If we take a paisam or paisa, whatever. Hope you understand. You know the sweet, right? Kheer. Okay, that is in-house.
Production.
Means you prepare at your house. Correct, right? Yeah, I mean production, cook, everything is same. Terminology is different, that's it. Okay. You cook in your kitchen, paisa, kheer, whatever the name you call. You never ever buy from outside, right? I mean, you don't availability of kheer is very rare outside. Okay. This procurement, external procurement is what? Like Bengali sweets. I mean, South Indians generally we don't make Bengali sweets at home, right? We always procure from sweet shop. Agree? We buy. Procure, we buy. Say for okay. Option E means this material is always produced in-house. This is important. If the option is F, externally procured, I mean, I procure from a bakery, I procure from another vendor. Like Tata, say for example, Maruti car. Okay, just an example, Maruti car. Maruti car is produced by Maruti company. But parts, right? I'm talking about parts, components. Say for example, engine. Engine is in-house production. Tire is externally procured because they use MRF or Apollo, right? They don't manufacture a tire. You observe any of the tire, it is MRF, Apollo, or whatever the company, Michelin, right? So that is externally procured. For them, MRF is a vendor. They'll place a request and they buy it. So what they'll do, Maruti will place a PO to MRF. For MRF, that PO becomes a sales order. So they deliver to Tata. Getting the things?
Yes, Gopi. Understanding.
Say yes or no. Okay.
Yes, good.
So you got to know. In-house is you only prepare, not the end product, even components also. Material basically. What type of material? If it is a finished product, semi-finished, raw material, whatever. Based on the type you can consider. But preparation is preparation. What is F? Sorry, what is X? That is both procurement types. It means it can be procured in-house or external, just like biryani. For example, best example, you'll cook at your house and you'll you'll get at outside also. Okay, now you may ask, when you'll use externally procured here and all? Say, for example, Sunday, you have plenty of time. So, when I say plenty of time means you have requested delivery date is huge. I mean, it is still away. Time is there to deliver the product. Then what you'll do? You'll do in-house based on all your cost and all, comparing the cost. That is in-house production. Say, for example, guest has come to your house and you don't have time. If you start cooking, you can't fulfill the demand. You will not make guest as happy, right? What you'll do? You'll go and get the biryani from outside. Means you'll procure from outside. Getting?
Yes, Gopi.
Can you
Gopi,
explain that
if
once again, Gopi, both procurement types of it?
Yeah. See, first you understood in-house,
Yeah, in-house and external procurement.
external procurement. Did you understand?
Yes, yeah. Yes, Gopi.
So then, no, your voice is no.
Yes, Gopi, I heard it. Is it the combination of
I
both?
don't know.
Is it the combination of both
So,
in-house production
in-house-
and?
Correct. It's not a combination. Either you can do
Yeah, but-
in-house or you can do
Yeah,
external.
I get it.
That
Yeah,
material
both
has the flexibility
both is
to do
doable.
in-house.
Okay. Yeah, Gopi, I get it.
You can do. See, I mean, I gave the example of biryani, right? You can cook at your house. You can buy from outside also. Based on the time, everything, right? Time, cost, and all. Say, for example, if you want to cook one biryani at your house, you may spend 500 rupees. But if you get it from outside, it is 250 rupees. So people will go for procuring, right? Because cost is less, effort is less, and the more profit. I mean, it's just about their this one strategy. Well, I mean, they'll put an option, means they have a production line setup, or they can procure. I mean, it's not so easy. Okay, just I'm telling in simple, no procurement. I mean, they don't buy at all. Now, this is important field, MRP. Say for example, here there is a thing, in-house production. If you do in-house production, it will take kitna days? 10 days, assume. They'll generally maintain the days, 10 days. Okay. Afterwards, planned delivery time. How much time it requires to deliver this? Just go click on F1. Number of calendar days need to obtain the material if it is procured externally. Now you are able to make it. If you are doing in-house, you'll give how much time is required to produce. Okay, some days. If it is externally, you'll give some days. Okay. That is, I mean, just a rough, because you should get to know, right? How much time is required. Here they'll maintain the data, the days. Safety stock. What is safety stock? Minimum stock you maintain, that is called safety stock, right? At that level, it will not come down. As soon as the safety stock has reduced, automatically you will fill the inventory. Right? Everybody uses at home. You just take an example at home. Oil, if it has come down, or salt, if in the bottle, if it has come down, what you'll do, you'll go and buy a new salt and fill it, right?
Yes.
So safety stock is that one. It is a PPE again. I'm just telling for you. What is safety stock? Minimum stock you maintain. Okay, like 100. If you put this material, always it should have a 100. What will happen if it has come to 99? Automatically the filling happens. For that, there is a term called some terminology is this. I don't know. Backlash. Something is there. Okay, I don't know. Automatically it raises a PO. In a big organization, if for example screws, nuts, and whatever, right? If it has come down, automatically it has to fill. They don't come and monitor, right? I mean, that's a setting. Now I'll go to the next one. Okay, I don't know in depth of these tabs, but I know how much. Here also availability is there. Okay, it is at 2 places. And strategy group. This is the use. See, what is the strategy? This material is made to stock. For example, it's a Parle-G biscuit. They'll classify it as a make to stock. If it is made to order, they'll choose this, like neck chain or a finger ring. Okay, this is assembled. I mean, it's just a material classification. What are This no much information. Okay, now I'll show how this is made. In SD, where do you see availability check? Where is SD? Okay. Before that, how you know? Okay, if I talk to any I mean in the interview, the first question I'll ask is, how do you identify if I give a sales order? How do you find whether it's a make to order or make to stock? Okay, first I'll check if whether my stock is linked to a sales order. I mean sales order stock, then it's a make to order. Where
Can
is
you repeat,
that?
Gopi? Can you repeat the line? Can you repeat the line? If you said which is linked?
Which is linked to a sales order. If stock is linked to a sales order, then it's a make to order.
Okay.
How do we find that?
Availability. Now,
How do we find that whether
I'll show
it's
that
linked to a
control.
sales?
Wait, I'll show that the question I asked.
Okay.
I'll show that. Okay, that is the question. Now, this is schedule line, you know. Okay, in the schedule line, here availability is ticked. It means you do the availability check. This is one control. Another control is requirement type and requirement class. Okay, this is important. Requirement type is nothing but it's a main switch to your house. Main switch or DP switch or whatever. And a requirement, schedule line control, availability. I'm talking about availability. Don't get confused. For availability, the main switch is requirement type. And your room switch is this schedule line. If main switch is on, then only room switch, turn on, right? The light. Getting?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now, which requirement will be used? How requirement type is determined? See, first this is important. Requirement type by item category and schedule line category. Nothing but what is this?
Schedule line?
Item category plus MRP type is nothing but a category.
Schedule line.
So you can say requirement type is linked to schedule line. So what is my requirement? So I'll just take an example of TAN. I don't know whether it is the same. Oh, I don't know this item category here. Norm, PD, right? MRP type. That is TAN. Oh, no, it is not there. They have not defined MNO. Not there. Oh, item category, right? Shit. TAN I have to type, correct? TAN and PD. TAN, stand, no PD. Assume TAN and some value, okay, my schedule item MRP type. So it says requirement type number 11 and 41. Just remember anyone, okay, it's just a number, that's it, okay, it's just a number. For this, so always requirement, requirement type is linked to schedule line. Now I'll come to requirement type. For 11, what is the requirement class? There is a link. For 11, it is 11 only. For 41, it is 41 only. Okay, it's just configuration. This not only SD, PP guys also sit together and does this mainly. So now coming to requirement, it's just linking that number. Now you come here, this is the control. What is 11? I'll just double click, okay? Because here you can't understand. Means availability check. I told, right? This is the main switch. In your requirement class, availability check, this is the main switch. If this switch is enabled and scheduling category availability check is there, it will work. If it is turned off here, even though scheduling is working, it will not. Now I'll show what is this. This availability check and requirement transfer you saw in the schedule line also, but requirement class is the main switch. Okay, that is control. That's it. Okay. Now I was talking about stock, special stock. See, for this, if the requirement classes uses 11, special stock is blank, means it's a make to stock. If it is on E, this is important, make to order, orders on hand. Special, people will ask if the order, stock type is E, that is make to order scenario, orders on hand. If you see the stock also,
Gopi, your voice is not coming.
Gopi, you are on mute, I hope so.
I think some problem with this internet.
if you go to header, do you see procurement tab? No. Come
Gopi,
here, it
Gopi,
is on the
from
main
last,
screen.
Gopi, hello, Gopi.
Yeah.
Yeah, from last 1 minute, your voice was not coming, only the screen sharing is going on.
Oh, what? Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. So I'll tell you. You understood, right? Where requirement class or requirement type is a main switch. Schedule line inside that control and the availability is a normal room switch. That you know, right? So now, where do you see requirement type in the sales order? So it is on here, procurement tab. If you, by mistake, if you go inside the header, you don't see procurement tab here. If you come back, if you go at the item level also, you will not see the procurement tab. Okay. It's on the main screen. Okay. On the main screen, if you click, you will see the procurement tab. Now, what you will see, line item material, line item, our same line item, 48. What is your plant? What is the confirmed quantity? Look at that material availability date, means MAD, they call MAD. Material availability date, MAD. When the material is available on 11th itself, As far as anyhow stock is there, that's why it is available on the same day. What is schedule and category CP? Now you see the requirement type 11. Okay, this is one. How do you identify whether my order is a make to stock or make to order? What I'll do, I'll from here requirement type I'll get. So I'll go to SPR and find its requirement class. I'll double click on the requirement class and I'll check what is my special stock.
So if the
If it is a
interview
special
question
stock,
is, so the interview question is where you will find it, whether it's make to order or make to stock. We
yeah,
can
they'll
go
ask
to the
only
order
the-
and find in
make-
procurement itself.
not make to stock, make to order, make to order.
Yeah, but we can answer them saying that we can go to orders, and in that in procurement itself we'll be able to find, right?
No, I mean, you tell like that. See, even if you don't tell procurement tab under, just say if my stock is having a special stock as E, that is stock on hand. Always remember that special stock, assume the easy word. Special, normal stock is stock. Specially you ordered, right? So special stock. Special stock is E, that is stock on hand. If the special stock is E, then it is a make to order. Where do we find the special stock? You just say, you go to procurement tab, find the requirement type. From the requirement type, you find the requirement class in SPRO. Inside the requirement class, there will be a special stock. If it is classified as E, then it's a make to order. Okay. Now, this costing is there. This is a finance one, costing. Okay. Costing is nothing but how much cost for that material. I mean, that calculation. This account assignment category they use for drop ship. If you go to TAS, okay. If it is a TAS, I mean, drop ship scenario, the third party scenario, they'll maintain the account and assignment category. Okay. So here you use the control. Now you will get to know availability. There are 4 levels. Okay, I forgot. I guess the part definition. Actually, I forgot the part. Let me quickly do that and I'll tell you. Strategic group and all. I mean, these are all some levels. So it is on PP. Where is PP? Production planning. MRP. Oh, nothing is there. Mhm. Inside the production MRP, inside that this somewhere here is this PP config. I'll just show just for your reference. So now ATP works with that. Now, I mean, lot of things are there in ATP. It's not only that. How, okay, in a day-to-day, okay, if it is an on order stock, I mean, special stock, how do you know whether this material I have to procure or produce. I mean, what is my market type here? Procurement. Okay. X is the simple. I'll go. The MRP. This is again production. Okay. Just I'll tell you. Simply to check stock, they'll use this 4 MD04. This is a PP. You don't have to use, but I'll just show. This is in a functional should know this. MRP stock. You check the stock requirement list. What is my stock? It will not show only that what is available. It will show what it is linked and all. But the MRP run, you keep hearing that word MRP run or MD04. Say for example 48, it shows for that material what all my deliveries. You can see stock available quantity is 151. Okay, what this is a customer order. Sales order is 32. Okay, mine is 39. For 39 already I created invoice. Maybe it will not show.
Gopi,
this,
I have doubt
this is a
here.
customer order, but
Gopi, see here, delivery and sales order already created, right? So after minusing, how to get to know that now what is the total stock count? Here, where we can check, because total 150 was there.
Here you can't see.
In that we have already created sales order and
150.
delivery.
No, when you create delivery, when you do the PGI, delivery you created, but you didn't do the PGI.
Okay.
PGI is the place where actually you are sending goods out of your this one. At that time, still it is there with you. When you create delivery,
Okay.
it doesn't mean that it is gone out. Once you do the PGI, post goods issue, then only it is. So
Then only it will disable, right? And it will
disable
minus.
means reduce.
It will
Minus.
reduce. Okay.
So stock is this one. Earlier it was 152 or something. I created one invoice. See, it says customer order 32, 37, whatever. For this already delivery created. See, this is a delivery number. Means somebody you guys have might created 27, 28. See, again this one delivery is not created. For this delivery created. Okay, it needs to analyze because this is a PP screen, PP guys. You can't just, it will not show directly what is that. Lot of things are there here. If you want to see, you can do a lot of things. You can filter. No, I'll not go detail. It becomes too confusion. It will show, but not only from sales perspective, from a procurement, all those perspective, it will show. What will happen for this? Say, for example, assume if you are procuring, whatever the purchase order created, that will also show here. Whatever the production order to produce, that will also show. Okay, that flow complete, it will show. This is a MRP list. So MD02 is the T code where you do the MRP run. MRP run is basically every day they run this every day based on their business model. They run this so that they'll, okay, I need this many kg of rice, this many kg of turmeric, this many kg of chicken. Okay, this is the plan. Based on that sales order, it plans. This is their run. Okay, this I don't want to go detail here. And the starting days will get confused. Now you understood this stock is there. So now I'll create now what I'll do, I'll just save the sales order. Shit, somebody is changing. See, current ABAP program had to be terminated because ABAP processor detected system error. See, somebody is changing. Refers to type. So if you get this kind of runtime error, just check ABAP runtime error. What is that description here? Okay. With this you can't proceed to say ABAPer has to fix this.
Gopi, your screen is not visible now.
Okay. Somebody. Yeah, it is. Why the screen went? See, when I'm trying to say, I'm getting this error, runtime error. It's is some ABAPer is doing some change. Internal error, DDIC. I mean, we can't do anything. Developer has to fix it. That's why we should not play around with the standard. Say some developer is doing something without knowing. He is changing something table level without knowing what. It will affect entire those who are using. That's the reason you'll have a development quality and production. If you directly change in production like this, if he doesn't know, then all business users has to sit idle. They can't do any work at all per day. So see, it is inconsistent. Now if I let me see if I can create again. Generally, if they're quick enough, they'll fix it. If not, we have to wait for a couple of hours. This is day-to-day problem. In any project, somebody developer will be doing some code change without knowing what. Then it will, he'll write inconsistent code. Because of that, it throws error. Let's see. Means we can't. If somebody is doing this, we can't do anything. We can't proceed, okay? Maybe they have to fix it. But you will get to know who has done that, okay? Yes. Right, this is ABAP, okay? Don't worry. I'm just checking what is done. It shows the aroma. This line, there is a issue. So what is the issue? It is just You might have fixed it. Let me see. Okay, runtime error. Okay, generally in your this one, you'll get this. Okay, in the real-time project environment, runtime error, people will say dump, short dump or runtime error. Since somebody has created the issue, I'm just telling this for your knowledge. Runtime error, short dump, both are same. Say for example, while doing, you will get this dump. For developer, you have to tell, right? Where is the dump? Go to ST22. Is the T code short? What do you call short? I don't know what I can say. You can give today, or you can give your user ID. I'll give my user ID and execute. If I execute here, it will give my, see, I twice execute, I got this error. If you give to developer, he'll analyze. If you give just today, it will give everybody's. See, many people are using this. GT9 is mine, like SAP user, GT10 is using, everybody is using. Okay, these many dumps are coming on the same one. See, the error is same. Okay. So we can't create further.
Okay, if this error occurs, only that portion we cannot do, or other, like completely it will be
No. Runtime error means what will happen? It will not save to database only.
Okay.
So it's see, that's why you should have a good coding. I mean, you means a development team. If they does bad coding, right? Even if the functionality is not working, no problem. But it should not make this. This is a abrupt error. I mean, if it is like this, right? Nobody will have any job. I mean, in the sense that day they have to sit idle. You can't do anything on the sales part. This is a sales order code is changing. You can't create a sales order, but you can create a PO. You can create production order, anything. So that guy has to fix it. That's why you need to test in depth. At least you should not get any runtime errors because of the bad coding. That is the job of a functional. You should test all the scenarios where it will not give runtime error. Assume if the functionality is not working, fine, it will give a wrong result, but it will not stop you to working on SAP. Now see, we can't do anything on the sales order. Without sales order, I can't do further. In the day-to-day life, if you don't have sales order, you can't accept the order means how do you do the business? That way, assuming the company whoever takes the order or as a reception girl, if that girl doesn't come, how it will work? But if he says, no, I can't do, I'll do slow, that is secondary, but she abscond, then that way, this is runtime error. So, okay, you ask any questions? If not, already we are 13 minutes ahead. Tomorrow I'll show this flow.
Okay.
Hopefully, if
Gopi,
we
can you
somebody
tell us
solves
in,
this.
yeah, sorry to interrupt. Can you show us in shortcut how to create a material and customer, like new BP business partner and material?
Okay, simply I'll copy. I mean, never ever try to do new materials if you don't know.
Okay.
Because if you give wrong field site, you can't do anything.
Okay.
I'm unable to press cursor. MM01. See, if you hit enter, or this is also your enter button type on the keyboard, okay? Somebody like always, if you don't know, if you start using mouse, you don't know what to click. Always you click on the keyboard, right? Instead, click on this. See, I'll just show. MM01. I'll not hit enter. I'll come here and hit enter. Yeah, I'll show another two code because it's the same, right? Now VS03. I'll not hit enter. This is the button. And the mouse, you click here. Okay. Now I'll show how to create quickly. MM01. I'll give the material number 99. You don't know how to create. So simply I'll give copy from 48. Okay. If you want to create material type is finished, FERT, finished. Number 99 not defined for the finished product. Okay. I mean, this is again I'll just show. Number range. I told it, number range is the number which gives the next number, right? Always. Any in the sales order. Sales order, I mean, per PORL, transaction data. This is a material master. For material master also number range will be there. So what you have to do, you have to go to logistics general. Material master. This is configuration, but still I'll show. Then configuring them.
Copy your screen is not.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'll configure the material master. Somewhere if you see number see define number range. I'll go to material type FERT. Internal number range mean okay. So you don't know what is our number range, right? So first we have to see what number range is assigned to material type. Our material type we don't know. FERT, what is the number assigned? Afterwards we come. Let me share. I don't know, it's suddenly disconnected. So define attributes of material type, just like our order type. Okay, attributes. I'll go in display mode. You know, but we have to see these and all. You just need to explore. And if you get a chance to talk to finance people, I mean, sorry, people, start talking to them and then see. But item category group default, everything will be there. If you see that. Where is the number range? Just little pieces. Even I don't know this, but I mean, let me figure it out. And generally, we don't use this number range. Google, because I don't know the path where it is.
Okay, Gopi. We can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. Gopi, yeah.
No, yeah, okay. I mean, it's just a 1 second. Somewhere we are near. I'll just show that. Oh, it's in transaction code, huh? What is this? Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll show tomorrow. You remind me. I'll show it. Somewhere it is somewhere there.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Gopi. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Right.